matchup, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Now Lamar changing the play.
3rd and 5.
Jackson now.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it.
And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Sets up 1st down and goal at the 9-yard line.
Gun. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon.
With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Left side, it's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. The Ravens at 3-5, 2 games under 500, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Jackson. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man is Chase, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season.
CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can... get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Hey, Ozzy, check out. 13.
Play action. Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. Here's Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Hey, report. Hey. Sit up.
Now Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 27. They go play action now. Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, is it bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. It doesn't matter where on the field he is. Even down here in the red zone, he is still slippery with the ball in his hands. And he was almost able to work his way into the end zone. Instead, they'll have to settle for 1st and goal, but they'll take it.
Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things...
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bengals have moved out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
Ravens 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. This is 2nd and 8.
Middle.
Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay, 32 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his
pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw is Jackson. That's to the sideline and incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Jackson going to keep it running right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Ravens have broken the tie. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they're running out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He will find his man Chase complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
A gain of 30. First down, Bengals.
Gun.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here we go. 11 coming.
First down. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
12, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11 MT, 11 MT. Stop.
And Burrow going to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
11 MT, hey. 11 MT.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is at a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
11, 11 coming.
To the air again, Burrow. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time.
There he goes, left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34.
A gain of 34 yards. And the Bengals first down.
Gun.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And now they will throw it with Burrow. That one's taken in by Spears. And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
1st and goal, Cincinnati.
Here we go, here we go.
Spears is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 77 yards. And the Ravens have broken the tie. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Paul. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
1st down, Bengals.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Again, it's Mixon. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. And quickly they get to the line.
It's a gain of 7.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now they go play action now. Burrow, flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
He gets this one to Boyd. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, so much for holding them to a field goal. The pressure they got home on the previous play didn't hear, and that bought their quarterback some time to find a receiver, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Gotta go.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Good coverage yet again down here by the goal line. Everyone's blanketed, and he's forced to throw it away and try and come up with something on 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Kyle Hamilton running up from his safety spot and earning the sack. McPherson's kick is good,
and that'll bring him back within 4.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's run down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Trey Hendrickson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. 11.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
So getting 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down.
12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
The Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Burrow on play action. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Here we go, here we go.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
12.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think that's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme.
They'll take it into the end zone for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 43 yards. And the Ravens look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense, but maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Play action. It's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Here we go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First down, Cincinnati.
On 1, ready?
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
11.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Gun, gun. Got. Quill. Got.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has the Ravens 1st down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Ravens, it's an important win for their post.